Congrats, Coach. Starting the trip off on the right foot.
Yes.
What switched, or how did your team settle in after that first quarter? They seemed to control the ball better and just get into a better rhythm.
I want to start off just by thanking God, giving glory to God, and that's a fun team to have an opportunity to coach. Those guys are resilient, and they know what we're playing for. And this team has beat us twice, pretty similar. Booker, hitting incredible shots, and we wanted to come out tonight and play with a level of toughness that we know is up to our standard, and that's what we did.
Zion, both sides of the ball tonight, winning his bag offensively, but we saw him play a lot of good defense too. Was that something you talked to him about? Is that something that just came out of him naturally?
He's been getting better and better defensively as the season has progressed, and Zion was everywhere. I mean, he was guarding the ball, he was blocking shots, coming up with big-time offensive rebounds, attacking the basket, making his free throws. Incredible performance. He carried us.
The Devin Booker incident got you off the bench as well. When people rush in like Dyson and Jose to defend Z, do you think that means something to him? Do you think it ticked off Z, plays better type of a thing?
Absolutely. It definitely means something to him. And he's always ticked off. He's a competitor. And, when things happen, our guys, they're going to have each other's backs. That's what they're supposed to do. And regarding Booker, I mean, he knows I got nothing but respect for him. He's a competitor. He brings it night in and night out. And we really had to mix up our coverages and be aggressive against him.
So he made a 13-footer and a 15-footer. I mean, how much do you like to see him have the confidence, hey, I'm just going to take that jump shot when it's there in a really important game?
Huge shots, and he's capable of doing that, just loosening the defense up by taking a few jumpers. So it was good to see him knock down a few.
Jose, back after 5 games, how critical were those threes in the first half and just the overall energy you played with?
Jose is a dang on Tasmanian devil on the floor. It was great to get him back, get Zion back. He sparked the second unit, hit big shots. He's causing all kind of ruckus on the floor, and that's who he is, and that's what our team needed.
And just how crazy was it just to see not just the blocks, but just how he went about, getting them kind of soaring through the air. The one he had against KD at the end, just the way he's able to just get up and get some blocks that very few people can do in this league.
It's incredible to watch, and it never gets old when you see him make those type of spectacular plays. Great to have him back on the floor tonight, and just huge win collectively by our group. Every guy that touched the floor today, we played aggressive, we played fast, and with this type of team, you have to spread them out and go after them.
Well, the small lineup with Dyson was 4 minutes into that game. What did you think about Dyson, how he fit in tonight?
It was great, and it's something I've been watching and studying and feeling for a long time. And we're getting more and more comfortable playing a small unit, and we got to continue to rebound. We out-rebounded them today, and that's the goal. Is when we go small, we play fast, we open up the floor. It's harder for teams to load up the paint on us.
And you've seen a lot of the greats that have come through this league. How important is it to have these type of games where you're back against the wall and to show up the way he did tonight and play, perhaps, the best game he's ever played as a pro?
It's a credit to the character in our locker room. It's a credit to our staff, our entire staff, not just coaches, front office, managers, performance. Everybody, we stick together. Through difficult times, we don't panic. We don't point the finger. We stick together. And we know we will come out of it better. And sometimes you got to go through some difficulties, which we did, and the timing wasn't great. But this is a resilient group.
And I'll just go ahead and ask him, was that the best game you've seen him play yet?
It was one of the best games I've seen him play, especially with where he is in terms of playing as many games as he's played this season. That's an accomplishment, and we're extremely proud of him.
So you talked about the small lineup. Was that a reaction? Because it was a slow start for you guys, the turnovers and not making points. Or were you going to do that anyway?
It was just something I felt that we needed to do. Thank you.
Congrats.
defensively? I mean, 5 blocks, previous career high was 3. I mean, what kind of zone were you just like in on that end of the floor tonight, you think?
I was just real locked into the game plan, and you know they got a few players over there that just spade to spade. They're special players. So you know I feel like if I was guarding one of them late in the game, that'll give my team energy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, five games left, including this one. You coming in tonight, you know, like obviously understanding the stakes, but knowing like I gotta leave it all out there because there's just, you know, not that much left depending on how this goes.
No, absolutely. It's that time of the season. You know, me and Coach spoke, and we're just taking it one game at a time. Every game for us is very important. We understand the situation we're in, and you know we're gonna play the cards dealt us.
And we've talked to you a few times about the strategy teams are throwing at you, where they're, you know, kind of parking their center under the basket and waiting for you. What was kind of key to you finding the response to that tonight?
Well, there was JV, especially Dyson, just a quick flash. The quick flash and, you know, make yourself a threat to where, you know, whoever the help defender is, they got that moment of hesitation because I can take advantage of that moment.
And in the fourth quarter, it seemed like you really just had it on your mind that you wanted to take over. What was kind of your mindset? What were you looking at there at the end to kind of close it out?
I don't remember which possession it was exactly, but I don't think we got the shot we wanted. And I just looked at Larry and said, "Find me, just find me, and I'll make a play for us." Like I said, taking it one game at a time. And my fault. Taking it one game at a time and just going out there and competing.
It's always fun to watch your face after a big dunk or something like that, but what about these violent blocks that just shut down the other team's score? And what's that like out there for you?
I was just telling Herb this the other day, like, you know, when you see what he does on defense, it's inspiring. So it's one of those, I need to elevate my defense. And, you know, I was able to get some of those blocks because the help defender came over and kind of made the offensive player make another move, take another step, and that allowed me to just kind of recover.
2 mid-range jumpers tonight, is that something, you know, you want to kind of incorporate into your game more and more?
Absolutely, especially with how teams are guarding me. Definitely just got to find a easier way to mix in some other buckets like that.
And we talk a lot about, you know, the journey you're on to become the type of player you want to be. How important is it to have games like this and moments like this to kind of continue to take those steps up?
It's just kind of one of those moments. You know, people remember the greats because of key moments. Whether it's in the playoffs or a key regular season win, people remember moments. And, you know, if I want to be one of those players, I got to make it happen in those moments.
To the defense point, you were sticking with Brad on a lot of possessions tonight. I guess how much pride do you take in being switchable and being able to guard anybody out there?
I could definitely tell in the beginning of the season that, because I'm an offensive player as well, I could tell that the other team would try to hunt me on defense. And, you know, I'm watching the film, and I didn't like that. So I just, like I said, watching Herb, it's inspiring. Herb, Jose, and Naji. So I just started taking a lot more pride in it and worked on it and continue to work on it as well so that if I get called up, I can hold my own.
Being that you're a lot of times initiating the offense this season, being the finisher, is there much more extra, I guess, intensity coming through and slashing and, you know, making those plays for yourself?
It's just kind of one of those, at the end of the game, make a play. Sometimes the play's not going to get executed exactly how you want it to, but you just kind of take it upon yourself and just say, I'm about to make a play.
But also, you guys are pretty much, the Suns and Pelicans are in a similar predicament trying to avoid the play-in tournament, you know, being in 7th and Suns are in 6th. Obviously, the dust-up happened. There's rivalry for a couple of years there since 21 playoffs. Do you guys basically feel that you're pretty much in the same boat right now, fighting to climb out of that play-in spot?
Absolutely. And like I said, it's that time of the season. Every game is important. So, you know, as a team, we're going to take it one game at a time. But every game for us is important.
How important was Jose in this one? The threes he hit and the defense he played on important.
I mean, I don't think it should surprise anyone at this point. You know, Jose has always carried himself, you know, as an underdog. But I think he's finding that transition into, no, like, I do this. And his energy tonight, I mean, I said in my post-game interview, y'all saw it. You can't teach that. You can't coach that. So, you know, I got to give a big shout out to Jose for the energy he brought tonight.
Thanks, Z.
No problem. You guys have a great night.
Thank you.
You came out a man on a mission ready to make up for lost time tonight.
Man, yeah, I miss playing basketball in a high competitive level. So yeah, it was fun. Obviously we need every win that we can. You know, we know the circumstances of our situation, and then also, you know, we want to play against a really good team, and we know Suns is one of them. And you know, D Book gave us 50 every time. You know, this three in a row. So we just wanted to maintain him. I don't know what he had. He's obviously a great player, so he is going to score and affect the game. But he didn't have 50, so I know that. So that's what is really good.
You seem to take it personal when that skirmish.
Nah, yeah, you know, like those are the guys. Those guys are one of the best in the league. You know, D Book, Bradley Beal, KD, but everybody, you know, that whole team is really good. But those guys, you know, they did a lot of legacy things in the league, and for me to be in the court is honor, and me to go at them and, you know, guard them and try to compete with them. That's you know, that's what I play the game for.
What did you think of Z's defense tonight?
Amazing. You know, I told him in the beginning of the game, your dog is back. Like, you know, I got you, and you know, he did his thing today. You know, played good defense and won us a game.
Seemed like a big part of the game plan was putting you on book, just to kind of get up under him. What was kind of your focus?
I asked him. I said, you know, let me guard him. You know, let me get him frustrated. Let me take him off fouls. Let me get him tired. He's a good player. He's gonna score, you know. But try to just make everything difficult for him. And you know, we did a good job, I guess, for him to have 25 points. You know, if I had 25, I think I have a good game. You know, for him, we made sure that's probably a bad 25. But he, you know, I want that assignment.
Because he talked about, you know, you having that underdog mentality, but also getting to the point where you're like, nah, I'm just him. I can play like that. I guess how far have you kind of come getting to that point where you're really just playing with that confidence consistently?
Yeah, you know, just compete. You know, I want to do what I do best, and you know, obviously I got good energy, and you know, I'm gonna play defense, but don't get it twisted. I could hoop, and I think my teammates believe in me. You know, my coaching staff believe in me, and that's who I believe in myself. You know, and that's the biggest thing for me.
Well, as a team, what's the biggest key to kind of defending Kevin? Because it's just like getting up under him and forcing him off those spots.
It's hard. KD is the best scorer probably in the league. You know, is the best scorer in the NBA. You just gotta maintain him. You know, try to be physical with him, and then, you know, hope he miss sometimes, and you know, and let that affect him.
What does that mean? Your dog's back.
You know, like a guy that's gonna go out there and do the little things, and you know, bring that energy and make sure when I'm running full speed, he got a lot of love for us, and he not gonna just jog if I'm running full speed, so he gonna run full speed with me. So that's what I mean by that.
How good was it to see him take those 2 jumpers tonight?
It looked good. I was excited on the sideline. You see it. He worked on that a lot, and to finally see that right now is a good thing.
Is there a mentality coming into this game as guys are down 2 games into this 3-game season series that we're not losing to these guys? They came and gave it to us twice in our place.
Yeah, that was we didn't want to lose to them again. They punked us twice, and we know that, and we came in here and said that's one thing they can't do. Regardless of the outcome it is, win or lose, they can't come in here and punk us. And obviously, like I said, they're a good team. We came out, we competed with them. The standards is tight. We see it. We know it. We obviously lost games that we felt like we could have won if we did the right things. And now we got 4 games left, and we got to probably win 4 of them to hopefully make the playoff.
Yeah,
What was ranked among the best games you've seen Zion play so far?
This is probably one of them. I haven't watched the film, but man, he did a lot of things. He played defense. Everybody say you want Z on that let's see he play defense. He did it today.
What do you make of that block that he had on Kevin where he just punched it, with about just 4 minutes left, or even the play where he tightened up and he ripped him twice but was called for that foul the second time?
One in basketball, it shows that he cares. It shows that he want to win. Like I say, he want to compete. He want to win. Like that's what he shows. You do the little things, and he's doing that. He's doing little things, the big things, and he's doing a lot. He's doing a good job.
How does CJ's shooting help open you up for those 5
Good,
threes that you got?
Teams are gonna probably leave me open before they leave CJ open, so I gotta make them pay, and I know that, and I'm okay with it because then it makes my job easier. I can make an open shot, I can make a contested shot, I can make a pressure shot. I know that. I practice and I work hard.
Thanks,
Appreciate it. Y'all be good. My peoples.
CJ, when you look back at this one, what was the difference maker in this one versus the previous matchups with the Suns?
Well, I thought we got off to a better start. We were more aggressive, better defensively, didn't give up 20, 30, 40, 50 points in the first quarter. Got some stops, and I think that was the difference.
Speaking of defense, what do you think got Z going so hot on that side of the ball tonight?
I think it's the contact he gets on offense throughout the game consistently. I think that gets him going defensively, and he plays with more energy. Was more assertive, blocked shots, rebounded the ball, and obviously finished around the basket as well.
See, and Trey talked about like kind of an offensive adjustment of having Dyson flesh in there. Do you feel like that helped? Just what, I guess, loosened up the defense tonight against their coverage?
Yeah, Dyson was great. He defended well like he always does. He hit some big shots for us, timely threes, some great floaters. Jose, he was big for us. Knocked down some threes for us, brought energy defensively, and we got to all figure out ways to contribute towards winning and do what we can to provide good spacing for a big fella.
When you okay,
Considering just how tough the past week or so has been, how big was this win for y'all, just to kind of get some positive vibes going?
Yeah, I mean, we had a good practice day where, coaches basically told us we just got to go out there and hoop, man, and have fun and just enjoy the moment. And I think we did that. We got off to a better start after the first few minutes. And, every game is a must-win game. So I think it's just a mentality of just playing hard and trusting your talent, executing and playing for your teammate. And, outside of that terrible loss against the Spurs, we lost to some good teams. So it's just about, competing at a high level and giving yourselves a chance. And I thought we did that tonight.
And just, you've seen a lot of the greats in this league. When you're trying to, take that journey up to that, height, how important is it to have games like Z did tonight, against an opponent like that in a moment like that to play the way he did? Yeah,
it's important. That's what greatness is all about. It's about seizing the moment. It's about utilizing your talents and your strengths and not being afraid. And I think he was great. Blocked shots. He was great defensively, finished around the basket, made his free throws, hit a couple pull-ups, and closed the game out for us. And that's what we're going to need.
when you played in the first quarter and you guys were down by 10, and your shot was going for you, did you feel like that kind of started to open up Z a little bit more, being that the focus was more to close out on you?
Yeah, I just try to be aggressive and take advantage of space, take advantage of pace and closeouts. And as the season progresses, I got to be aggressive, especially to start games on the road because, we don't have fans in the building. There's not a lot of momentum, and you got to create your own juice, and I thought we did that tonight.
When you have Z playing this late in the season for basically the first time in his career, how much does that do for you guys' confidence as you guys are trying to avoid the play-in like the Suns are?
Yeah, it's just about, getting healthy. We still aren't completely healthy. We missed Naji tonight. Obviously, B.I. hasn't played in a little while, so as we continue to become more whole, I think we become more dangerous.
How does having Jose out there change y'all as a team?
Aggressive, great mentality, not afraid of the moment, not afraid to defend, not afraid to take shots, and we need the energy for sure.
And what is it about this team? We've seen it a few times this year, just able to dig deep and just respond to adversity. A lot of teams kind of crumble in certain moments, but it seems like y'all back against the wall have responded, more than once this season.
Yeah, I think that's a testament to the type of players we have, the type of guys that we have, their journey, their stories, what they've been through to get to this point, and then our staff bringing the best out of us when it matters.
Thanks.